Good evening. Hope you're doing well. Today's video is an interesting one. I want to talk about the fact that people who think they're doing a really good job usually aren't doing as good as they think they are, and people who think that they're really doing a bad job are actually usually doing better than they think they are. It's weird that as humans we tend to either really overestimate or underestimate how well we're doing. Um, and it's hard to find that balance because I think you have to be kind to yourself, but also leaning too far the other way can also be damaging. So I guess the question is, how do we find that balance? And I think one of the best things we can do is just ask for feedback. Um, Asking for feedback can be a great way to know where you're really at, because our own judgment a lot of the time of how we're doing is usually wrong, and it usually sucks. So I guess this kind of is leading into never be afraid to ask people for feedback, and never be afraid to ask people for criticism. Now, there's a difference between advice and opinion, and you have to learn to differentiate the two. But if you can find good advice from people who mean the best for you, that's a pretty big blessing. So I guess that's today's lesson, is be open to criticism. Ask Actively seek out feedback. Be somebody who actively seeks out feedback, because that's a rare thing in the world. Not a lot of people do that. And it's something that can be a huge help. A huge help. Never be afraid to ask for criticism, because it's never personal if the person really means well. And yeah, sometimes it sucks to hear, because maybe it means you're not doing as good a job as you think you are. But in the long run, it's so helpful. So yeah, that's all. I hope you have a good day, have a good night, and I'll see you here tomorrow.